Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Amanda and today I'm going to play with the Counterfeit Kit Challenge and challenges 2 and 3. 3 was the sketch here and challenge 2 was to document your goals. So I could have done them on the 8th and the 22nd, but I didn't. So now it is. So I'm using that background paper from my kit. I pulled out these 2 Project Life cards. They say start where you are, use what you have, do what you can, and then let the light shine. And then that's a Spellbinders die of the month from a while ago. And so off screen, I cut out 2 of the books and then the book that is open because that's what Vicky has on her sketch. So I thought, why not? My scale in the middle is going to be a lot different because I'm just using this little tiny open book instead of the big wide one, but that's okay. I'm not going to put pictures on here either. I'm going to use Project Life cards, so it's all good. So when I saw the sketch, I was like, I have something like that. And so I went and found it, which is awesome. And then I chose this background paper because if you don't know, I'm actually a science teacher. And so I do like all those kind of things and it just makes me happy. And I like to read, so the books works well. And then I was going to put up a bit of all of my goals on here, but I'm only going to put my creative goals on here to start with. I might add another journaling bit underneath those, but I haven't decided yet. So typically I do my goals in themes. So I have a creative goal, I have a relationship goal, I have a family goal, I have a house goal, I have a financial goal, I have a work goal. Yeah. So, and then as I move towards doing what I need to for those goals, I can document it in my journal. So I don't use them as resolutions. It's things that I want to do, and it's how I get there. So, and then I did pull my Big Kick out because the little piece there that's gold was still on the platform and it wasn't on my desk. And I was like, oh, what happened? I don't want to cut that for that tiny little piece, but I found it, which is awesome. And then, so the books I did all out of scraps because why not? And so I love that gold on there. And so I thought that worked really well and it was pretty. I tied the cards in. And then the background is in black. And then that bottom book is black and blue with a bit of the gold. So, and then I put the foam tape on just the bottom of the open book so I can tuck those cards. They look like they're coming out. And I was looking for, I do have some photo corners somewhere. I was trying to find them. And then I was like, oh, I could use these for a title, but I only have 1, 2. No, zero, like 1, yeah. I'm like, nope, I need 2 2s. Not 2 2s, so I don't have enough to do that. I could have just called it 26, but I don't want to, so I didn't. And then I was looking for the photo corners again because I did a quick little look in where my enamel dots and stuff are, but they weren't there. So, well, I didn't see them anyway. I'll find them here in a second. But and then I was like, oh yeah, I haven't used these yet, and I'm gonna use one of my embellishments that I made for my forgeries from my tags tomorrow, but just one, which is kind of funny. But oh well, it'll go into the hey, I can still use this pile. So probably in with my curiosities stuff that I actually have because it'll match well with it anyway. So, and look at, I found my photo corners. And so I don't usually use photo corners, but I thought this would work really well. And I think it ties the gold in really nice and makes sure that these cards stay exactly where I want them to. They do come out, like they would come out if I was like, I don't know, moving the book around too much or the page around too much. But and then on the back side I'm going to put these today's goals. It's just like a little notepad that came in an Ellie Edwards kit a long time ago, And so I'm going to put these on the back so I can journal there. And I do believe that the cards are probably, well, they're either Studio Calico or Ali Edwards, but I think they're Ali Edwards, looking at them both. But and then these are Ali Edwards numbers, and so they're from December Daily, from I don't know when, and so yay, I got my 2026 on there in gold. And then I decided it needed some splatter, and like that background has lots of mixed media on it. That sheen that's coming up a little bit of like purple, it's actually got some glitter and paste in it, which is lovely. And then I'm going to do my journaling. So I just did in 2026, I have a bit I want to accomplish: creativity. I want to make layouts consistently, post and share on YouTube, and reach 500 subbies. I want to continue to find scrapbooking joyful and fun, and I would like to remain on the 2 creative teams and explore new opportunities. So I put that in, and then they sneak back in, and I like how they overlap. And then I'm looking at just a little bit more embellishment. So I have these creamy stars and dots, so I'm going to put those around. They don't look very visible on screen right here, but they are definitely visible in person. And then I am going to have to glue those numbers down because they keep moving and not sticking, so they are going to get glued to the book. But star up here, one there, because why not? And then some of the, I'm just going to use up the whole strip of these, get them on, and yay. And then gluing those letters down, and I'm just going to glue the bottom parts. And this isn't going to get pulled out a whole ton, so it'll be fine. Just doing it that way. If I was really worried about it, I could put some backing underneath it and like had it on like white cardstock or colored cardstock, but I don't need to. I'm just using a wet wipe to wipe the excess glue off because otherwise it'll buff it out just a little too much. And then I have these Spellbinders sequins that I'm going to add because they're like a goldy yellow color, and they're not quite the same as the cards, but they are a good complement to them. And so most places are going to have 3 things in them. The bottom left corner is going to have 6 things over there because why not? And just making sure that it's all stuck. And that is this layout complete without pictures. Look at that. And then just to show you what it kind of looks like there. And yeah. Thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate it. I will link the Counterfeit Kit Challenge blog and Facebook group down below. You should really come check out the count challenges. Tomorrow is Use Your Scraps, so come back tomorrow and see what I do, because that is my actual design team layout, is using the scraps this month. Thank you so much for being here. Have yourself a wonderful day.